hi. How you doing, everyone? Welcome on back into Airport CEO. Today, I've been doing a little bit of work off camera, as I usually do, and I decided to go ahead and get the terminal entrance for our... I want to say this is an international terminal, but right now it's just looking like a second terminal at this point. We'll eventually spread this out to become an international terminal. But what I really want to focus on today is I want to focus on getting this area up and running. Finally, after how many episodes we've had this sitting here? But anyway, I have done a little bit of work over here. I got some security stands all placed up. I got a total of 12 check-in desks right here. I got 3 information desks and then 4 information screens. I also decided to add in these bus stops and car stops, but they are disallowed for operation, mostly because we're not having any flights coming out of this terminal yet. So that's what I really want to rectify in this episode. By the end of this episode, I want to get flights coming in and out of this terminal, and I want to be using this runway. That's like Granite 4 right there. Anyway, I'm going to jump into a time-lapse, like the first time-lapse of the series. That's a first. And go ahead and let you guys see what my thought process is, and I'll most likely be talking to you guys a little bit in there about some stuff related to the channel and such. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in a second. Okay guys, so real quick, as we are getting into this time lapse here, I want to talk to you guys about what's been going on with the channel. And real quick, thank you all for whoever it is that is watching the latest episode of Airport CEO, before this one that is. Airport CEO episode 11 of this series is currently sitting at about 90 views as of the time that I'm recording this. So that is pretty big in my opinion. I honestly have not seen the view count go as high as it is in the short period of time that it has been. But another thing is that I'm not too sure how it got up to that number. So if you guys are watching both this video right after you got done watching the last episode, then please let me know what got you over to the channel. And if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button so that way you can go ahead and watch more of my content. Anyway, another thing, for those who were watching my episodes last week, I mentioned that I would be having a City Skylines series coming out this past weekend. Unfortunately, that series didn't come out due to a technical issue with my recording software that I was using at the time for the actual build. I was going to be doing a map build, and the recording software that I was using, which is the built-in recording studio or built-in recording thing that comes with my editing software, and it didn't capture correctly. In fact, it got to the point where it corrupted the file. So I had to spend an extra 6 hours trying to figure out what it is I'm going to do in its place. How am I going to be able to capture it? What am I going to be doing inside of the video instead of just doing a map build? And if I'm going to be using the same capture software. That all comes into effect when it goes down to the recording aspect. Um, so because of that, I'm most likely going to put the release date for that pushed to this upcoming weekend. So I'll have that be released as like a premiere at like 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 a.m. Central Time, that is. And if you guys want to know what that is converted, just go ahead and Google search it. I don't really have a link to give you guys at the moment. If I do, then I will put it down in the description and let you guys know. Um, Another thing, we have another Leo Plays video coming out this Wednesday. And I really want to tell you guys what the game is because I'm really excited to be recording that episode later on today. By the way, I'm recording this voiceover the day after I recorded all of this content that you guys are seeing right now. And the day I'm recording this voiceover is also the day that it goes out. So
Hashtag professional planning right there. Um, so we will be having the Leo Plays video come out on Wednesday for early access users. That will most likely be available later on tonight at about like 9 p.m. So if you want to take a look at that, or if you want to get early access, you can go ahead and support through either Patreon or subscribe through Twitch. Both will get you early access to the actual early access channel, or both will get you access to it nonetheless. Um, Speaking of Twitch, we had a stream today about another brick in the mall. If you have heard of that game and you're very interested in it, I highly recommend you guys go check out the VOD. You guys can go just check out my Twitch channel, and it will be the latest video on there. Um, and if you guys are interested in that game and you guys want me to do a let's play on it, please do go and let me know in the comment section, um, where I can go ahead and get your guys' feedback there. And then tomorrow we're actually going to be playing some Minecraft on stream. We've been playing on a SMP server with a couple friends of mine from a different community, and it is a whitelisted. So if you want to join it, unfortunately you do have to be a part of that community, and you have to actually gain some background in it. But unfortunately, it is a whitelisted server, similar to like a Hermitcraft server. If you ever heard of that, but it is a server that I am a part of, and I will be streaming in tomorrow. In fact, I'm most likely going to get into that a little bit tonight as well. Who knows? Um, then we have our usual City Skylines stream coming on Friday. So for those who don't know, we do stream a little bit of City Skylines every Friday, from about 8 a.m. Central Time to about 11 or 12 p.m. 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. Central Time. It all depends on my time and availability for that day. Blah 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 blah. Um, and what we normally do during like the first half hour or so of the stream is just do kind of like a Skylines talk video where we go ahead and showcase the community mods that have been produced, the builds that people have created, and even the City Skylines officials tutorials that have been posted onto the actual channel. So if you want to go and take a look at the streams, link is being shown on screen right now, as well as it can be found in the description. And then on Saturday, we're going to be playing some Dead Core on stream. That's going to be at about 4 a.m. Central Time. If you've never seen the game before, it is pretty interesting. It's going to be my first time playing it, and it's going to be a blind playthrough. So if you want to experience a blind playthrough yourself, just go and pop on over into Twitch. Another thing, and this is having to do with Patreon. I will be doing a revamp of Patreon over this entire week. Um, it's mostly just so that way I can narrow down the tier supports instead of it currently being three, which nobody has really gone up to the third tier at all. It's going to be going down to just one tier, and that tier is just as little as $2 a month, and I get pretty much all of that in profit. So, well, not profit, but all that comes to me from Patreon as far as like, yeah. And then the website, for those who don't know, we do have a website that you guys can go check out on the channel. Link should be found in the description. If it is not, then I will have it posted in the comments, or I'll edit the description later. And I'm going to be doing some updates to it later on today and into tomorrow. So that's mostly just going to fix up some grammar issues that you see on the homepage, and also just some general updates to the pages themselves, and a few tweaks to the actual links that are on there. And then Twitter. If you are not following me on Twitter, I highly encourage you to go and do so, because Twitter is my number one place that I go and post updates to. Videos are automatically posted onto there, same with streams, and you guys get that in real time, and that's the best way to go ahead and find out when my videos go out, when my streams go live, and everything to do with my channel. If you want to go and take a look at that, make sure you're following me over on Twitter. And right here, I believe, yeah, we are actually working on the little shopping corridor inside of our terminal. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I did want to try and get this terminal up and running by the end of this episode. Unfortunately, that's not going to be happening this episode. I will have it completely up and running by next episode. In fact, I'll be saying a little bit about that by the end of this time lapse. Good job on me for spoiling that part. But we will be having this functional as soon as next episode starts. But yeah, I'm gonna go and let you guys go here. If you guys have want to see more of this, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and I will go and let you guys go with a little bit of music, and I will be back in a little bit. Oh, my past me will be back in a little bit, so that way you guys can see what's gonna go on, and I'll check you guys later. Bye bye.
this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that bit of a time lapse. And really, there's only a few more things that I need to do before I can get this terminal operational. And I want to go and pose this question to you guys. We have this open space right here. What is it that you guys think I should put inside of here? So if you guys can let me know about that, please do go ahead and do so. It would let me help me out a ton, in fact. And I hope to speak to you guys in the next episode. Sadly, this is the end of it. It's a bit longer than a usual episode, but hopefully you guys can um, wait till Friday for the next episode. Anyway, I'll check you guys then. Have a good one.